Shavua Tov. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our member engagement dinner. For our Havdalah service, we need three things: wine or juice, some spices, whether in a traditional spice box, or some cinnamon or nutmeg, or any other sweet-smelling spice. Then we have either a twisted candle, a Havdalah candle, or you can use any two candles as long as the two wicks form one flame together during the service. Those are the materials that we need. Havdalah itself means separation, and it speaks of separating Shabbat from the rest of the week. And it also speaks of that new start, that new opportunities that the new week brings. A Havdalah service begins with the lighting of the candles. We're going to pretend that I just lit this one. Any participant can be able to hold this. I do recommend using either a plate or some tin foil to make sure that the wax doesn't drip. After the candle is lit, we can begin with the first blessing, a cup of wine or a cup of juice. We sing the blessing. Please join with me. Lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen lai 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 lai. Even though we've said the blessing for the wine, we hold off on drinking it because we want to savor the sweetness of Shabbat, the sweetness of the Sabbath day, until the very last moment. So we don't actually drink the wine or the juice until right before we dunk the candle into the juice. The second blessing is for the spices. Please join with me. Lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei besamim borei minei besamim lai 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 La 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 la. We smell the spices, and feel free to pass the spices around so that everyone, old and young, has a chance to smell. The spices represent that extra boost, because even though the Sabbath is over, we're looking forward to Shabbat next week already, and the spices can give us that spiritual boost, that extra hope, that we'll be able to celebrate Shabbat once again. Finally, we have our blessing for our candle. In the middle of the blessing, or during the blessing, it's customary to use something that we say a blessing over. And so if you see people raising their hands or putting their hand up to the flame, the idea is that you're using the flame to create a shadow and to help distinguish between light and darkness. The blessing goes like this. Lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh. And the final blessing, you take the cup of wine, the cup of juice, and the flame itself. And the blessing is over separation. We praise God who separates darkness from light, good from evil, and all things, the sacred from the profane, Shabbat from the rest of the week. The blessing goes like this. Lai, 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 la, lai, la, lai, 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 la, lai, la, lai, lai. Lai, la, lai, 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 la, lai, 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 la, lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. We take a sip of the wine or the juice, and we can pass it around so that everybody gets a little bit. You can pour it into small cups and make sure everyone gets a little. And then you take the flame and you extinguish it into the juice. So make sure you have a little bit left over. If that sounds a little bit dangerous, you're not comfortable with it, you can spill a little bit onto a plate and then you can extinguish the flame that way. After the flame is extinguished, there's 2 songs that we conclude with. The first is For a Good Week, and it goes like this. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, chatzotenu hu yimchol, zareinu v'chaspenu yarbek kachol, v'kochavim b'layla, shavua tov, shavua tov, shavua tov, shavua tov, shavua tov, shavua tov. Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, a good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. And the second one is for Elijah the prophet. The tradition is that Elijah the prophet is supposed to usher in the Messiah in the Messianic days. Since the Messiah didn't come this past week, we do not have a world at peace. We're hoping that maybe this week, maybe Elijah will come. So we sing, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Bimhera veyamenu, yavo eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Shavua Tov, have a great week, have a great conversation. I look forward to seeing you soon.